Shut up and sit down.
Put smile on me. Get my sparkle smell. Now I'm sparkly.
I'm sweating.
Yeah, your little hot boxer. I ain't. Welcome back to another episode of the Bias Effect Podcast. Part 2, BTS Breakdown. Last episode, go check it out. We talked more about, the band as a whole, some promo stuff, some TV stuff, but now QJ is going to take us to the nitty-gritty of each individual member, which you think wouldn't take that long, but no, we're going to go in deep, because again, we've talked about BTS many times, but
Yeah, I kind of tried to go a little bit further because the basics we already know about all the members. So these are the raw details.
let's do it.
Okay, let's get right into it. Start with Kim Namjoon. Have you ever heard of him?
I have.
AKA RM.
Real me.
Rap Monster. He's the leader, the main rapper. Born 1994, ENTP. And his emoji is the koala.
So cute.
When I was looking up the emojis, this is totally unrelated to Namjoon, but when I was looking up the emojis, somebody in the comments was like, the army emoji is a purple heart plus a clown. And I was like, that just like made me laugh, and I was like, that's kind of true.
Pretty accurate. We can't be clowns. We'd be clowns.
Yeah, I was like, that's pretty funny. So some jokesters in the comments here.
Oh, real monster. Oh, Rap Monster, like my phone background.
Yeah.
I did know about him. Anyway.
Okay. RM. Joined Big Hit in 2010. He originally auditioned for Big Deal Records, but failed the second audition round because he forgot the lyrics. He exchanged contact info with another rapper who later mentioned him to Big Hit producers and encouraged him to audition at Big Hit. And he was offered a spot at the label, which he immediately accepted without telling his parents.
Right, because 2010, that would have been, he would have been like 16, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he was signed when he was 16, which is like kind of crazy because he didn't tell his parents. So, like, I don't know how you can legally sign a contract, but
without the consent of a parent.
Yeah, like I think the age of consent is 18 in Korea.
That's what I was gonna say. Like
sure.
maybe 16 is like some kind of
Maybe.
legal. Anyway. It would be shocking if a contract was sketchy. So.
Yeah, that's true. He largely learned English by watching Friends with his mom as a kid. As a student, he actively wrote poetry and often received awards for his writing. He posted his work to an online poetry website for roughly 1 year, where he received moderate attention. And as a result, he expressed interest in pursuing a literary career originally, but later decided against it.
My man.
In 11th grade, he became interested in hip-hop after hearing Epic High's Fly. Yeah. Okay, their Swan Song album. Ever heard of it?
Yes, I actually really love that song. Okay, just complete side note. That makes actually so much sense. I thought so. The way he raps is very old school hip-hop rap. So I thought maybe Epic High would be an influence. So yes. Okay. Tableau.
Yeah, Tableau out here inspiring the kids.
Can you imagine though? Sorry, again, complete side note.
I mean, yeah,
Tableau, like thinking they weren't any of that one, because I remember we talked briefly that it took a while for them to kick, and then you just like influenced like the biggest people.
Yeah, well, I think Fly is off of Swan Song album, which was supposed to be their last album because they weren't doing that well or whatever. So like, yeah, to later then have like the leader of the biggest group ever be like, that's like album changed my life. Like you're like, okay.
And then like also like I'm assuming Stray Kids too, because they are so closely intertwined with. Anyway, just very fascinating. Yeah. Epic High, go listen to them.
I know, and they're humble. Okay.
I love them.
I know, they're the best. Okay. Around that time, he began songwriting after the Epic High awakening. And stating that his poetry became lyrics when combined with music, which is, yeah, that's just literally what a song is. Yeah, that's what music is.
Yeah.
In 2007, as a first-year middle school student, he began rapping in local amateur hip-hop circles, creating his first self-composed recording. So, 2007, he would have been 13. Created his own first self-composed song.
That's insane.
Crazy. As he became more active in the underground Korean hip-hop scene, he had the moniker Runch Ronda.
That's wild. I mean, I'm sure it means something more in Korean, but
I hope
in
so.
English? Yikes.
As a student, he had an IQ of 148 and scored in the top 1% of the nation in the university entrance exams for language, math, foreign language, and social studies.
Yeah!
He's a genius. Certified.
Smarty!
He eventually convinced his mother to allow him to become a rapper, asking her if she wanted to have a son who was a first-place rapper or a 5,000th place student. Yeah. Slay. I mean, that's a pretty good bar, though, to be like, do you want me to be, like, lost in the crowd, or do you want me to be number one?
Which is, like, insane at, like, I'm assuming between 14 and 15, 16 that you say that to your friend. You're like, you're that
and then a couple days later, you come home and you're like, I signed a contract.
Yeah, she's like, okay, I thought we were just talking about
this. Yeah, like, we were just spitballing.
But, like, I admire that, like, level. And then it turns out he is the number one.
Yeah, he is the number one rapper.
Top 3 rappers of all time in Korea. Yeah, okay, sure. He was right.
Yeah, okay. He's a genius. And apparently a master manipulator.
Well, he is a genius, like you said, so...
He selected the name Rap Monster during his time as an Idol trainee. The name derives from the lyrics of a song he wrote inspired by San-E's Rap Genius. The lyrics contained a segment where San-E declares he should be called a rap monster as he raps nonstop. He adopted the stage name because he felt it was cool.
Yeah, I figured.
He described himself as having a love-hate relationship with the name, feeling that it was not selected for being of incredible value to him. Sure. He formally changed his stage name to RM November 2017, as he determined that Rap Monster was no longer representative of who he was or the music that he created. In an interview in 2019, he said, the name could symbolize many things and could have much more spectrums to it, such as real me.
Stop. Look at real me.
So, I mean, I love Rap Monster. I just think it's like, I mean, it is kind of like funny and silly, but like,
it's crazy.
I don't think I added it in here, but I think he specifically said like it was like as he got older, it was like a kind of aggressive. Like he felt like it gave off like an aggressive vibe that he does. Which I was like, I mean, I think for like Western consumers, it's not that crazy, but maybe over there, everyone's like, whoa, calm down. I don't know, but that he said something like that, and I was like, it's not that serious.
Yeah.
Sure, whatever. He worked as a songwriter for the girl group Glam and helped debut their single Party XXO in 2010 or 2011. And the song is a pro-LGBTQ song praised by Billboard as one of the most forward-thinking songs of a K-pop girl group in the past decade.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Now he did that after he signed to Big Hit before BTS.
Oh, right. Okay. But also he's called... Back then he was called, like, a misogynist. Yeah, okay, sure.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. Also, technically, he has 4 solo albums. In 2015, he released a mixtape called RM. Then he did 2018 with Mono, 2022 with Indigo, and 2024 with Right Place, Wrong Person. But I just don't think you can find like the album itself anywhere. I have seen, like, uploads of, like, songs from it, though. In 2023, he was announced as the first celebrity brand ambassador for Bottega Veneta at the end of the month, appearing in the brand's Spring-Summer 2023 campaign.
The first celebrity brand ambassador ever?
for Bottega, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Fascinating.
It's mostly, I guess they probably just had like mostly models before that.
Yeah, maybe.
And then they were like,
I mean, he absolutely serves Bottega. We don't have to go back into it, but my God, the last
Bottega was built for him.
Yeah.
October 2025, so just recently, it was announced that RM will be hosting his solo art exhibition titled RMXSF MoMA, involving art pieces from his personal collections in collaboration with SF MoMA. The exhibition is expected to run October 2026 to February 2027.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's something that I definitely have heard him mention many times, like throughout his career. So it's very cool to see that he's actually doing it now.
Yeah, Angel.
He served in the military from December 11th, 2023 to June 10th, 2025. He served in Military Band of the Republic of Korea's Army's 15th Division Infantry. And I pulled a little bit of military stuff for them. Graduated from Nonsan Training Center as one of 4 elite trainees out of 200, earning recognition for his performance. He served as a platoon leader during basic training and was assigned to military band playing the saxophone, a role that aligned with his musical talents. He was promoted to private first class March 1st, 2024.
Yeah, so you would say he's a pretty good leader.
Yeah, you might say he's a good leader.
A platoon? Do you know how big a platoon is? It's pretty big.
Yeah, and for like basic training, so like fresh people who like are just starting. I mean, I'm just saying. That's Kim Namjoon, okay? Leader of BTS.
Yes.
Okay, committed to memory.
Then we have another Kim brother next.
Yeah. And then now from order oldest to youngest. Next we have Kim Seokjin, aka Jin, aka Worldwide Handsome.
AKA Nikki's bias wrecker, okay?
And I pulled a picture of him doing his flying kiss because he always does that. It's his move.
He does.
Sub vocalist, okay.
Yeah.
Visual, born 1992, INTP, and he has a mouse emoji. Don't know why.
I kind of see maybe mouse-ish. I don't know.
I feel like, because based off his BT21 thing, where they were like, he eats, he looks like an alpaca, I'm like, maybe it's similar to that, because like a mouse's cheeks get... But that would be like a chipmunk, I think, or a hamster.
Yeah, that's true. Well,
whatever. It's
maybe
a mouse
he's got
emoji.
big beady eyes. Big beady eyes like a mouse. Okay.
I don't know. We'll see. Jin originally wanted to be a journalist, but later decided to pursue acting. While in junior high school, he was scouted by SM Entertainment off the street, but he rejected the offer at the time. Initially intending to be an actor, he attended Konkuk University and graduated with a degree in film studies in February 2017.
Wait, so he... Oh, okay, right. So he was in BTS at the time of...
Yeah, I would assume it was one of those, like, online school things.
Yeah.
They all kind of have, like, bachelor degrees. Like, a lot of idols have bachelor degrees, I find.
Yeah.
But whatever. In 2011, he was scouted by Big Hit Entertainment for his looks while walking down the street. Since he was studying acting at the time and had no musical background, he auditioned to be an actor with the company before becoming an idol trainee.
What? Big Hit has like an acting division? I guess. Anyway.
What don't they have?
Yeah, true.
Apparently, him and Jungkook signed their contracts on basically the same day.
And also, I think I knew this when I was looking up some facts for trivia once, but the fact that he had zero musical background is insane. Like, and I don't know, his voice is great.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's insane to me.
Yeah, I mean...
Which also kind of proves, like, if you just have, like, I feel like most people can sing. They just don't
if you have the right training, anyone can sing, I guess.
Exactly. Unless the only thing is if you're tone deaf, that's the only thing that'll stop you. Anyway, so moral of the story here: y'all sing your hearts out.
Yeah, practice makes perfect. Jin collaborated with Nexon in August 2022 as a special game developer for MapleStory. The project was chronicled in the form of a 2-episode mini web series, Office Warrior Kim Seokjin, published to MapleStory Korea's YouTube channel. MapleStory is a free-to-play 2D side-scrolling MMO. I just thought it was interesting because I've heard of MapleStory and I didn't know that he did work on that.
That's insane. Yeah, I literally played MapleStory in high school. That's
Oh,
crazy to me.
there you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, he worked on it. Okay, you played Jin's game. Or some version of it.
Well, yeah, I was like, high school was definitely not 2022 for me, but yeah.
Well, yeah, whatever. His future game.
Yeah.
October 2022, Tonight, Abyss, and Super Tuna were made available on streaming services worldwide as official singles under Jin's name. All 3 songs subsequently simultaneously occupied the top 3 of November 5th issue of World Digital Song Sales Charts, making him the 3rd soloist in history of the chart to do so.
I mean, Abyss and Super Tuner are like my favorite songs by far of Jin's.
Yeah, Super Tuna is one of the best songs ever.
One of those. I know, it's so good. And the music video is so funny too.
Yeah.
So.
Well, top 3. The Astronaut, which was co-written by Chris Martin from Coldplay, earned Jin his first solo entry on the Billboard Top Hot 100 at number 51.
Oh, cool.
I thought this was interesting because I thought the Jin Ramen thing was new to this year, but he was actually a advertising model for Jin Ramen as far back as November 2023, where they recorded their highest first quarter exports with 15% increase in domestic sales and 40% increase in U.S. subsidiary sales in 2023 after he became the look. And then I guess this year he became the global ambassador for Jin Ramen.
Yeah, that's interesting. I didn't know Jin Ramen wasn't like it was already called Jin Ramen before he was there.
Yeah,
I don't know.
think so.
But I do remember, I do remember him being more of like a model for it, but now it's like...
Now he's a global ambassador.
Yeah, I mean, I'm part of this. I literally bought Jin Ramen, and I actually, have you tried it?
Yeah, I tried it.
It's good.
I found the mild one to be spicy.
Oh
like,
my
I have
God,
like a
girl,
lower spice tolerance, I think, than most people, but I found it to be a bit spicy, so when I tried the spicy one, I only put like half of the package in.
Girl,
It was
yeah.
good though, I did like it.
It's good. I loved it. Anyway, so, yeah, and it comes with little stickers of his face, so...
Spicy gin and mild gin.
Spicy gin, forehead out. Mild gin, no forehead,
Yeah.
so that's...
Keep the forehead under wraps. I thought it was interesting he's considered a tenor. I mean, again, don't know necessarily that much
That's
term-wise,
interesting to
but
me.
apparently he's considered
Yeah.
a tenor, and he plays guitar.
Hmm.
Him and his... we know this because it was in trivia, but him and his older brother opened a Japanese-style restaurant in Seoul called Osu Shiromushi in 2018. Aijin is a brand of Korean alcohol beverages that he co-created with celebrity chef Baek Jung-won that features apple-forward flavors. So kind of sounds like gin cider.
Oh, that's smart to use gin, though.
Yeah, I am gin. The flagship product is Aijin Apple Gin, a distilled rice-based gin made with Korean apples. And they also have some ready-to-drinks.
Oh,
Yeah.
never knew that our ready-to-drinks had an app.
Yeah, let's... I only, like, kind of know... I mean, I would say I know it
Your
because my
husband?
husband works in brewing industry,
Yeah.
and he has said out loud to me RTDs, and I was like, what is that?
Like, no
But
one
it means
outside your
ready to
industry.
drink, yeah. I was
You're
like,
like,
oh, well, that
okay.
makes sense. I was like, can't you just say ready to drink?
Yeah.
But anyway, military, he was previously... This is like... We did talk a little bit about the military tea here, but I did look up maybe a little bit more, so... he was previously granted an automatic postponement in 2021 until the end of 2022. All the members were actually granted this, following the revisions made to the Military Service Act in December 2020. On the November 2022, he filed paperwork with the Military Manpower Administration requesting termination of the postponement in order to proceed with his conscription.
Yeah, I found this very fascinating. BTS truly changed the entirety of the military government in Korea. Like, before this, again, you go listen back to our military episode, but basically, Before this, there was no grace given to idols, where you have to enlist by the time you're 28. But because of this change, and they were like, oh, BTS, we need that money.
Mhm.
They were like, oh, no, you can have it till you're 30 if you're an idol. And then, yeah.
It's just kind of funny to me because also like 2021-ish is when they were like, we're going on hiatus. So like they were like, we'll change the rules for you, and then they're like, yeah, we're not making music though. So
no, again, it's a whole other rabbit hole, but there is some tea there for sure.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I love that they kind of basically, the government was like, fine, you don't need to do it, and then they're like, no, screw you, we're going to do it because you've been toying with us about not doing it, and anyway, it's not going to look good if we don't do our service, basically, socially. Anyway.
So he did enlist as an active duty soldier December 13th, 2022. And he was appointed as assistant training instructor, discharged June 12th, 2024.
That is nuts to me in a way, in my brain, thinking that he was not discharged that long ago.
Yeah, it seems like he did so much after he came back.
So much in that, anyway.
He distinguished himself during basic training by being appointed company commander trainee, leading over 200 recruits at the graduation ceremony. He earned the special class elite warrior title for exceptional performance in physical strength, mental discipline, and CBRN, which is chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear exercises. He received an early promotion to corporal and then to sergeant in December 2023, 4 months ahead of schedule. His role as assistant drill instructor involved training new recruits, a position of significant responsibility.
I never knew that about his military experience.
I know. I got into it, man. I knew that he was a drill instructor, but like I didn't know. I don't think like some of the other members we have seen like their awards and like their big milestones and stuff, but I didn't know he had so many of them. Like I don't feel like he ever talked about any of these.
No.
I mean, maybe if we were like into them at that time, maybe like people were saying it, but like I just didn't know he had so many like titles and performance things going on there.
Because we always see Jin as like so goofy, right? Too, and like laissez-faire, right? But it's like no.
Honestly, it made me think like he could have been like maybe not the leader of BTS, but he could easily have been like a leader, idol leader, like based on
probably
his work in the military. Like he could have led a team too, right?
Yeah.
Post-military, bro popped off. Okay. He released June 2024. Where he then immediately served as torchbearer for the Summer Paris Olympics. So, August, he began his solo YouTube series Run Jin, which we talked a little bit about in the last episode. He was also appointed the Gucci ambassador, along with some other people, but whatever. He released his extended version of Super Tuna along with the music video. He released his first mini album, Happy, in November. In April, he appeared in Netflix's Kian's Bizarre B&B and announced his second mini album, Echo, which was released May 16th. And then he embarked on his solo tour in June. So basically, like, every month he was doing something, like, literally.
They don't stop, my guy. Yeah, he went right to Army. He gave us everything. It's true. He gave us everything while all the other members were still steroid.
Yeah, I guess because like they went on their hiatus and then they all started listening, so he was like, I gotta get the people going again.
Gotta get the people going again. Okay. Also, can I say, gorgeous photo choice.
Yeah. Next up, we have Min Yoongi. Ever heard of him? And yeah, this picture is from what's that album that you bought?
The pink version of the
Never Walk Alone.
Yeah.
Yeah. I pulled a picture from Never Walk Alone with the confetti because it's gorgeous, okay? So, Min Yoongi, aka Suga, aka Augusti, lead rapper, sure, 1993, ISTP, and he has the cat emoji.
Mm-hmm. He is real cat behavior.
Obviously, this is like my longest one.
Of course.
Suga became interested in rap after hearing Ragamuffin by Stony Skunk. stating that it was different from anything else he'd ever heard before. And then after hearing Epic High, he decided to become a rapper. So yeah, Epic High's back again, baby.
RM and Sugar.
Yeah. I think I might have mentioned it in a different episode before, but he had Tableau on Sashita, and he basically told him, like, we credit you as, like, creating BTS, basically. Like, we always said that Epic High created BTS, which is like...
Did, like, Tableau cry, basically?
I tell you, he's so humble. He's just like, like, no, man, come on. He's a humble king. So by age 13, he began to write music lyrics and learned about MIDI. He worked at part-time job at a record studio by age 17, and from then on he began composing and arranging music, rapping, and performing. Before being signed, he was active under the name Gloss as an underground rapper, which, if I remember correctly, Gloss is like a direct translation of Yoongi into English.
Fascinating, though. Like, you name your son Gloss.
It's fine. He was part of a hip-hop crew called D-Town in 2010.
Why is it called D-Town?
Because he's from Daegu. Have you? Actually, I didn't even pull where they're all from, but you should know that by now. Yeah, he's from Daegu, and obviously RM's from Ilsan.
All of them.
Yeah. Jin is from Seoul. Whatever. You know, we all know that, okay?
Yeah. Keep on running.
He joined Big Hit in 2010 after coming in second place in a rap competition. Originally joined as a producer, he would later say that Banksy had tricked him into becoming an idol by telling him he would only need to focus on rap and he wouldn't have to dance. Released a free self-titled mixtape via SoundCloud August 15, 2016. He decided against releasing the project as a commercial studio album, describing it as the feeling of being trapped in some sort of framework. On the record, he discusses his struggles with depression, social phobia, and other topics. And that's the August D mixtape.
Okay.
Which, kind of fascinating. I mean, I guess you can't buy it, so it was free, but, like, still. Drop all that shit for free?
Yeah, that has, like, I think that's the one with the August D song, right? That's, like, insane rap.
Yeah. 2020, he released his second mixtape, D2, together with the music video for its lead single, Dachita. The mixtape debuted at number 11 on Billboard 200 and became the highest charting album by a Korean soloist in the US at the time. It also became the first Korean solo release to reach the top 10 in the UK, opening at number 7 on UK album charts.
Jeez.
My man! In 2021, this is just a fun fact for me, Suga recomposed Samsung's signature ringtone Over the Horizon, which is my alarm clock ringtone right now.
Yeah, so you recently-ish, within the last, year or so, switched over to Samsung?
Yeah.
And I remember joking with you, like, oh, of course you would go with the Korean phone. You're like, oh, I didn't even think of that. And then you open up the friggin' phone, and you're like, oh my god, there's a Suga remix.
Yeah, I think, like, my husband has the exact same phone. He got his first, and he was, like, looking at the ringtones, and he was like, why is Suga on my phone? And I was like, what? What do you mean? Okay, so December 2021, he launched his YouTube talk shows, Sashwita. All BTS members have guested, as well as people like IU, Hoshi, Woozi, Tableau, Taehyung from Big Bang, Youngjoon and Taehyung from TXT, Taemin, and then he's had some, like, non-music folks on there as well, like MCs and comedians and stuff like that. Also, he had his little producer buddy on there, El Capitan, who's, like, the hottest vampire guy I've ever seen. He's, like, some kind of DJ and music producer, so good show. Definitely recommend it. Give it a watch. I thought he would bring it back, but now I'm not so sure because the premise of the show is that his guests bring him drinks and they, like, have drinks together. Like, I don't know if he's gonna be, like, drinking on screen anymore, so I don't know if it's gonna come back. I hope it does, though.
Yeah.
January 2023, he was announced as Valentino's global ambassador, and in April, he was announced as an NBA ambassador.
Yes.
Then he released his debut solo album, actual album, in April 2023. It debuted at number 2 on the US Billboard 200, tying him with BTS bandmate Jimin as highest charting South Korean solo artist of all time. Then he embarked on his solo D-Day tour in that same month, August 2023. Some of the other artists that he's produced songs for Epic High, IU, Halsey, Psy, and Lee Sora, which we touched on a little bit before. That was like the connection to Tableau. It was like, yeah, you should get Sugar on this track. Never met the guy, but I bet he'll be amazing. And then they became friends after that.
Nice.
I wanted to know the origin of his name, so why Augusty, why Suga? The stage name Suga is derived from the first syllables of the term shooting guard, and if you look at it in Korean, the lettering is the same. The position that he played in basketball as a student. The alias Augusty is derived from the initials of his hometown, Daegu town, and Suga spelled backwards. T Suga, Augusty.
It's so funny to me too that it's like something like so like real, like a shooting guard is Suga in like Korean or whatever, and you're like in English you're like sugar. You know
I know. Like, I feel like when I first started getting into them, I was like, what a strange name. And I was like, oh, it's like there's like a whole other story to it. Like, to be honest, it's a bit corny in my opinion, but like, sure, whatever. He had a shoulder injury that began in 2012 after a motorcycle accident, leading to a dislocated shoulder in 2013. And he was later diagnosed in 2019 with a posterior labral tear in his left shoulder. He underwent surgery in late 2020 to repair it. If I recall correctly, he didn't tell anyone about the injury at first because he was afraid that if he was injured, he would get cut from trainee teams. So he just didn't tell anyone, and then it went undiagnosed, and he got all fucked up over it.
God damn, Suga.
Similar to that, I think it was June in the 17 one where he's like got injured as well, and then he just like didn't tell anyone for like way too long.
Like, that is like just so insane to like.
I mean, it's a very clear commentary on the toxic nature of the industry. If you can't even say like, I've really hurt myself.
Yeah, and I have to get it fixed. And now it's all like messed up that he did later have to take a break from BTS to fix his show. Anyway.
Yeah. He enrolled in military service September 2023 after the end of his D-Day tour as a social worker. Specific details not available. And he was discharged June 21st, 2025.
Yeah! A pretty great day!
And then, like, I did pull a little bit about his incident. On August 6, 2024, he was driving an electric scooter when he fell and was recognized by a police officer who detected alcohol. After being breath tested and found to have an elevated blood alcohol level, he was fined and his license was revoked. Multiple news outlets reported that his BAC was 0.227, nearly 8 times South Korea's legal limit. However, this was never confirmed by the police. He and his label both issued statements for the situations in which he said he had been drinking at a meal and he apologized. The Military Manpower Administration stated they would not address the matter separately because it happened outside of working hours. On September 10th, the Seoul Southern District Prosecutor's Office proceeded with a summary indictment of the incident, a process used for minor offenses that allows for expedited penalties without a full trial. He pled guilty to charges and on September 30th was fined 15 million won, which is about $13,000 USD.
So like $16,000 Canadian. That's a lot for a DUI.
Yeah. The whole like drama of the whole thing was that when media was reporting it, they were showing literally someone drunk driving in a car, and then later it was like which like later it was like that's obviously not true, and then all these media people had to like put public apologies for like sharing misinformation. But it was like damage is kind of hilarious. Yeah, I know. It's like the damage was like kind of done because obviously a lot of people took that and like ran with it, even though it wasn't necessarily true. And like there's been no official statement what his blood alcohol even was.
And he was on a scooter, electric scooter. Okay, everyone, let's be real. And he just like tips over.
Yeah, it's
And
like,
it's, like, not
honestly
even
the
on
most
road.
embarrassing
Like,
video I've ever seen. Like, it's so awkward. He just like slowly falls over off of the scooter. Like, it's so
and like
weird.
he's not even on the road. Like he's
Yeah.
on like the side of the road, like where a bike would be, you know?
Yeah, it's like late at night. There's nobody around. Whatever. The other thing I read was that, like, I think they listed the device he was on under a different name because if they said he was riding an electric scooter, the penalty might be higher. So, like, people were a little bit pissed about, like, skirting the system, I guess. Well, that wasn't hard.
Whatever.
Pass.
It's sugar.
Yeah. Yeah, people who are famous do get a little bit of leniency. That's how it works. When you get famous, you get that. But whatever. That was just a little bit... It's part of the journey. I don't care about it, okay?
No.
Okay. Next.
The hottest man right now. I mean, he's on fire right now.
I mean, eat it up. So, Jung Hoseok, aka I'm Your Hope, You're My Hope, I'm J-Hope, aka Hobie. Main dancer, sub-rapper, sub-vocalist, 1994, ESFJ, and he gets a squirrel emoji. Not entirely sure why on that either, but...
It makes sense to me in the sense like squirrels are always like jittery all over the place, full of energy.
The energy vibe, I guess.
With that would match up to me, so...
Sure. Why not? He chose the name J-Hope as his stage name because he wants to be a source of light and hope to all his fans. It's also a reference to Pandora's box, as after the box was opened and all the evils were released into the world, the only thing left in the box was hope. Remember that for your next trivia night, okay? And then I was like, why does everyone call him Hobie? Don't understand. It basically comes from what, like, how when you speak casually to someone, you add like an IE or like a Y sound to it. So when you say Hobie, it just becomes Hobie.
It's like with the Korean accent, yeah.
So it's like the cutesy casual version of Hopey.
Yeah, so it has nothing to do with his real name of Hoseok. Okay.
I love Hobie though. I think that's a very fun nickname.
Yeah. I actually like his real name, Hoseok. I like that.
Yeah.
I don't hear that name often. Anyway.
Yep. He auditioned and won a popularity award at the JYPE competition. Before,
JYP, oh.
Yeah, I guess he tried to get into JYP first.
Oh, yes, which reminds, yes, because I don't know if you have it here, but yes, he was a backup dancer for a 2PM guy.
Oh,
so
yeah, that's right, yeah.
JYP. Anyway.
Before debuting with BTS, J-Hope was part of an underground dance team called Neuron and took dance classes for 6 years. He was relatively well known for his dance skills and won various local prizes, including first place in a national dance competition in 2008. While a trainee, he appeared as a feature rapper on singer Jo Kwon's song Animal, which was released in 2012. So I guess kind of makes him like the first member to have an official song under a company. It's not like a self-made, self-dropped thing. Interesting. He was initially rejected by JYP, rude, and then auditioned and joined Big Hit in 2010. Technically, he was the first member to sign a contract with Big Hit, even before RM, but he was the third recruited into the BTS project.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess they snatched him up for those dance skills before they were like, let's make a team.
I mean, fair. You could always use a dancer.
I mean, yeah. You can always use a dancer. I read somewhere, like, he had said something at one point where he was like, I'd never rapped before either. So, like, again, with, like, the gym thing, he just, like, came in as a dancer, and then... What are we talking about?
One might say it's destiny that BTS was to come up.
I mean, one might say that. His first solo release outside of the work with BTS was 2015 rap track One Verse. It had a dark sound in comparison to what he would become known for later on in his career, and the song addressed J-Hope's haters, particularly those who continuously listen to his music just to criticize him. Showcase his ability to mold his vocals and rapping style to reflect the content of the lyrics.
Okay, I've never listened to that, but now I want to listen to it.
Yeah, I'm interested to see the difference between that and, like, Hope World, because, like, yeah, his music is very, like, upbeat.
Yeah, very J-Hope-esque, right?
Yeah, very J-Hope. He released his first solo mixtape, Hope World, in 2018, and it was received positively by critics and peaked at number 38 on the US Billboard 200, the highest charting album by a Korean solo artist at the time. So basically, they all at the time got the highest charting.
Like, amazing. Yeah.
He became the first member of BTS to enter the Billboard Hot 100 as a soloist in 2019 when his single Chicken Noodle Soup featuring Becky G debuted at number 81.
Such a funny song.
I know, it's not my favorite, but...
No, it's just like it sounds more like a, well, it is a meme song. I would classify it as that, but
seems like it, yeah.
What you... Yeah.
On June 14, 2022, HYBE announced that J-Hope would be the first member of BTS to begin promotions as a solo artist. His debut solo album, Jack in the Box, released on July 15th. I guess this means, official albums, because technically the mixtapes for the other guys were already out.
Yeah.
July 2022, he was the headlining act for the final day of Lollapalooza. He became the first South Korean artist to headline the main stage at a major U.S. music festival.
Hell yeah.
February 2023, he was announced as brand ambassador for Louis Vuitton. He became the first member of BTS to earn a top 40 entry in the UK single chart with On the Streets featuring J. Cole, which debuted at 37. March 2024, he released a special album, Hope on the Street Volume 1, which was recorded a year prior, because he was in military at that time. So it came out when he was still serving. February 2025, he embarked on his solo tour, Hope on the Stage, which we saw plenty of.
Inside.
And then in the military, he also filed for a cancellation of deferment and enlisted April 2023. He was appointed as an assistant training instructor with the 38th Infantry Division, discharged October 2024. He served as the instructor, training new recruits. He was promoted to corporal, a rank above private first class. In June 2024, he won the top prize at the Strong Warrior Army speech competition, earning widespread praise and leading to a policy change preventing idols from hosting such events to focus on formal duties.
Okay.
They were like,
he's like, well,
no.
He's too charismatic and too beautiful. We can't have this.
Like, it seems a little unfair to have idols doing this.
Yeah.
That's Hobie, okay? Boom.
Hobie. Also, in 2025, app reveal, and it was crazy.
Yeah, I know. I didn't even get to, all the other stuff that came with Hope on the Stage.
I mean, we talked about it. We have talked about it, but yeah.
Yeah.
And now our little angel.
Yeah, next up, our angel. Park Jimin, main dancer, lead vocalist, 1995, ESTP. And he gets the little baby chick emoji that's in the egg.
Just so accurate. It's so accurate. He's so cute. Little cutie.
Okay, so Jimin. This guy's crazy. Honestly, his accolades are insane, I think, personally.
Yeah.
I'll get into it, okay? In middle school, he attended Just Dance Academy, where he learned poppin' and lockin'. Prior to becoming a trainee, he studied contemporary dance at Busan High School of Art, and he was a top student in the modern dance department. I think I also read that he was, class president when he was in school, which I was, so cute.
I could definitely tell he's trained in, modern dance. Just his form is stunning. And the one run BTS I did watch with the flying yoga, he was, the guy that was, no problem with any of it. He's just yeah, whatever. All the other guys are whoa.
It's in that flying yoga thing, too. His strength is insane. He, pulls his whole body up, just by his hands, all the way up this, hanging fabric thing. I was like, that is crazy. I can barely do a push-up, and this guy's just you know?
And he barely cracking a sweat, it looked like. All the other guys were, complaining, oh my god, my flexibility, or whatever, and then he's just
crazy. Okay. So, a teacher suggested that he join an entertainment company, leading to him auditioning and joining Big Hit. He passed the auditions in 2012, becoming the last member to join BTS and only spending 6 months as a trainee before debuting.
Not shocking.
This I thought was kind of interesting. There's a track off Map the Soul 7 called Friends, which he co-wrote and co-produced, and it was featured in the Marvel film The Eternals.
Oh, cool, yeah.
And then, okay, so like I was saying, this guy's like the king of records. It's honestly kind of crazy. In 2019, Jimin became the first Korean artist to have 3 solo tracks accumulate over 50 million streams each, surpassing Psy. It was 2 versions of Serendipity and Live from Map the Soul / Love Yourself. In May 2019, he became the first BTS member to have a solo music video achieve 100 million views on YouTube with Serendipity again, which I didn't even know had a music video, let alone with 100 million views. 2020, the song Filter set the record for biggest streaming debut among all Korean songs on Spotify, accruing over 2.2 million streams in its first 24 hours of release, and went on to become the fastest Korean solo in the platform's history to surpass 20 to 60 million streams. December 2018, he released Promise, his first credited song as a solo artist. It earned the biggest 24-hour debut in SoundCloud history with 8.5 million streams, surpassing the previous record holder Drake's Duppy Freestyle, whatever.
I've never heard of.
Yeah, which was 4.9 million streams. It would also go on to become the most streamed song on the platform by December 2021 with over 300 million streams. In 2023, he co-wrote and featured on Taehyung's Vibe, which is the guy from Big Bang, which is a great song. The single earned Jimin his debut entry into Billboard Hot 100 as a solo artist at number 76. His debut solo Face was released March 2024 of 2023. No, March 24th, 2023. It set several chart and sales records, debuting at number 1 in South Korea and Japan, number 2 in the US, making him the highest charting Korean solo artist of all time on Billboard 200. The album's 2 singles, Set Me Free Part 2 and Like Crazy, both entered Hot 100 at 30 and number 1.
Bro.
Making him the first Korean solo artist in history to top the chart.
This is why it's so odd to me, because I know we've talked about it, like, I know you're still not even done.
Yeah,
but, like,
there's still more.
people, like, hate on him so much, and I don't really understand it when there's, like, this is, like, you just hate him because he's good.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, I think it's just because he's so successful. So you have to, like, tear him down a little, I guess.
God.
The album's release led to Jimin becoming the first Korean solo artist to reach number 1 on the Billboard Artist 100. In 2024, July, while he was still serving, he released his second album, Muse, Who became Jimin's first song to debut atop both Billboard's global charts and the longest charting song by a Korean artist on Billboard Hot 100 after spending 33 weeks on the chart, surpassing BTS's Dynamite. And that number was from, like, 6 months ago. So yeah. It was even more weeks after.
Sheesh.
So yeah, honestly, insane. Like, absolutely insane. Back in January 2023, he was announced as global ambassador for Dior and for Tiffany. In 2024 as well, Big Hit announced the travel show Are You Sure? With Jimin and JK. They were both in service at the time when it aired on Disney+. They've also announced that there's going to be a new season coming this December.
Like, I love that they were, like, discharged and immediately went on vacation.
I know. I mean, as you should.
Yeah.
Although apparently, like, in the, that first version of Are You Sure was kind of more like, in the Soup Bon Voyage vibe, where they're just kind of, like, chilling and, like, traveling and stuff. Apparently this one, they're, like, playing games and, like, there's more, like, structure to it. So I'm like, okay, sure. Why not? But I also saw a quote from him where he was like, we're going to be really honest this time. And I was like, oh God, what does that mean?
I want it.
I know. I was like, oh, we're going to get the raw post-military Jimin and Jungkook.
Good.
He featured in a song for the movie Fast X as well, Angel Part 1, released...
Fast 10, thank you very much.
What did I say?
10.
Did I say Fast 1?
Fast X.
Oh,
They said
Fast. Oh,
X.
okay. Whatever.
fine,
That's what
I'm
it
just
is. Fast X.
I'm teasing. 10. Fast 10.
He featured on a song for the movie Fast 10 then. And then he also released a song Closer Than This in December 2023, which is a song dedicated to the BTS fandom for ingratitude and support. He's often cited as a role model by artists in the, like, idols in the K-pop industry. Many try to emulate his style of dance, his mannerisms, and his stage presence. Media outlets have called him the idol of idols, or the idol Bible, or the rookie's Bible. Some artists that we know who have cited him as an influence is Hyunjin from Stray Kids, Wooyoung from ATEEZ, Hyunin Kai and Byungyu from TXT, and then British internet personality Ollie London underwent 15 cosmetic surgeries by 2020 to resemble Jimin, if anyone remembers that.
Yeah.
Honestly, so funny. I saw a clip of it recently where he was like on Dr. Phil, I think,
Dr.
right?
Phil, yeah.
And he's just like, it's so crazy. Like, I walk down the street and people are literally like, oh my god, it's Jimin. I'm like, no one has ever said that to you. Like,
No one has ever said that.
Nobody said
Unless
that.
if they were trying to gas you up on purpose or something. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But no, you do not look like Jimin. Like, I could see where his surgeries were to make him
Yeah.
look more like Jimin.
Like, if he was like, who do you think I'm trying to look like? I would say, it kind of looks like you want to be Jimin. But I wouldn't walk down the street and be
You're
like, oh my
not.
god, is that Jimin? No, it's
No,
not.
never. First, anyway, we ain't going down that rabbit hole, but yeah.
Okay. Jimin has also been acknowledged beyond the K-pop industry. In 2019, award-winning director and photographer Gus Van Sant named him as the artist he wished to work with. And that, yeah, he's a movie director guy.
Yeah.
In 2021, Olympic figure skater Yuzuru Hanyu mentioned Jimin as a source of inspiration for his dance movements on the rink. In 2023, Ryan Gosling gifted Jimin the guitar his character Ken used in the Barbie movie, as Jimin's permission to dance music video outfit served as inspiration for the role of one of the outfits that he wore in the film.
Yeah, it's the black cowboy
Yeah.
frill look. Yes.
Forbes Korea included Jimin on Forbes Korea Power Celebrity 40 for 2024 at number 7, making him the highest ranking K-pop soloist and second highest ranking soloist on the list. And then he enlisted as an active duty soldier with Jungkook on December 12th, 2023. Completed his 5 weeks of basic training in January 2024, placing first as an outstanding trainee, received the Best Trainee Commendation Award from the division commander. He was then appointed to an artillery unit in the 5th Infantry Division. June 2024, he received an early promotion and was selected as Special Class Warrior for his excellent military performance. He was discharged June 11th, 2025.
So yeah, like, even, again, I don't understand why people hate him so much, because, like, even that, like, so it's not even, like, he's super talented in arts, but, like, clearly he could be a kick-ass soldier, too.
Yeah, I mean, he seems like he's very disciplined and, like, cares a lot about his craft, so it's like, give the guy a break. I mean, it pays off, because, like, look what he's done.
An artillery unit, that is, like, gunfire.
Yeah.
Until, like, he's got really good aim, too.
With that whole, like, BTS snark thing, they were talking about the solos, and they were like, his solo is unlistenable. And I was like, bro has the highest, like, longest charting. How can you say an album's unlistenable when one of those songs is, like, the most listened to song, like, of all time? Like, that's, like, do you hear yourself sometimes?
No, I'm telling you, I know. We could do a whole
Yeah, we could get into it, but, like, I just, like, had to laugh at that, because I was like, how can you say unlistenable when it's, like, literally the song people have listened to the most? Like,
and you're gonna tell me that it's just a bunch of Jimin fans just streaming it? No, I will speak. I loved that song, and I went in to the solos thinking, because I've heard all that stuff. I've heard, like, oh, it's too auto-tune, it's too this, it's too that, and I'm like, it's a fucking banger.
yeah.
Who was one of my favorite of the solo songs of all of the songs?
Yeah.
I don't
Just
know what you're
craziness.
talking
Just
about.
absolutely crazy. But I think it's just, like, one of those things where it's, like, he's obviously, like, and he's very kind and humble. Like, he's just, like, an
Very
all-around
kind,
nice person.
that's
So
what-
you just have, like, people just have to tear someone like that down. You're like, can you just, like, let people live and, like, be good? Anyway, that's our sweet baby Jimin. Baby G, Baby J. Next up we got Kim Taehyung. Yeah, I had to pull a picture from like peak military era for this. Okay, so Kim Taehyung, aka V, sub-vocalist and visual, 1995, ENTP, and he's got the little bear emoji. He aspired to be a professional singer in elementary school. With his father's support, he began taking saxophone lessons in early middle school as a means of pursuing a musical career. In 2011, after accompanying a friend to a local audition in Daegu, he auditioned, became a trainee. I believe he technically joined BTS in 2011, but he was the last member to be revealed before debut, which was in 2013. It's like a secret thing. And if I remember correctly, the friend he went to the audition with did not pass.
Yes, I saw. He talked about it on, like, I don't know, Jimmy Fallon or one of those shows and being like...
Yeah, Jimmy Fallon was like, where'd the other guy go? And he's like, he ain't here.
Yeah, so good.
I think I've also seen a clip of that guy that auditioned, and he was like really cheesed about it. He was like, oh, everyone thinks this guy's like hot shit. I was like, well, he was, right? Like, I mean, he did beat you,
He's
so...
literally one of the hottest guys in K-pop, for sure. Hands down.
About the whole debut thing, he later stated that the concept made him feel lonely and uneasy at the time because he thought he might be cut from the team later. And it is said that when his teaser image was released, at least 5 personal fan clubs were created, like instantly, I guess.
He was like, again, like I've said, like he is by far, he was called one of the visuals. But like, yeah, he's like the hottest guy alive. Like, I can't. We saw those Fashion Week photos, but anyway,
I mean, yeah.
He was quite different back then. But yeah, still, face is there.
Yeah, certainly. The face has been there. In 2016, V made his acting debut with a supporting role in KBS2's historical drama Hwang, The Poet Warrior Youth, under his real name, Kim Taehyung, obviously. He didn't act under the name V. He also collaborated with bandmate Jin on a duet single, It's Definitely You, for the show's soundtrack. V and J-Hope collaborated with a Swedish singer, Zara Larsson, on the song A Brand New Day for the soundtrack album of BTS World Mobile Game, because apparently they have a mobile game also. That was released June 2019. He also had collabed on that song Friends from Map the Soul, which was used in the Marvel movie Eternals. He released his first independent song, Scenery, January 2019. He wrote and composed the ballad and photographed the cover art himself. It reached 100 million streams from 200 million in over 14 days. Like in a 14-day period, it went from 20 to 100 million. A new record on the platform. Over the course of the 2 weeks following its release, it broke daily streaming records 9 times. I know, crazy. And then in 2022, he starred in Disney Plus reality series In the Soup Friendication with his buddies Peak Boy, who's a rapper, Park Seo-joon, who's an actor, Choi Woo-shik, who's an actor, and Park Hyung-sik, who's an actor. Affectionately known as the Wooga Squad, which I was like, what the hell does that mean? It comes from the Korean phrase "Wori ga jok inga," which means "Are we family?" V, Seo-joon, and Hyung-sik all met on the set of Hwang, and Seo-joon later introduced them to Woo-shik and Peak Boy. In December 2020, V also released a song called Snowflower, which featured Peak Boy as well. And then he appeared in a second reality series, Prime Video exclusive cooking travel show, Ginny's Kitchen, which also had Park Seo-joon and Choi Woo-shik in February 2023. I'm obsessed with his actor buddies. Are so cute. They are so cute together. Look at them wearing, like, I pulled a picture of them wearing matching PJs. They're so cute.
Yeah. If anyone is ever going to have an actor career after BTS, it's for sure V.
Yeah, and
like,
he's got
for
the look.
Sure. He's got the look, and he's clearly got the connections. And actually, I feel like I'll look it up.
I mean, people would know Choi Woo-shik from he was in Parasite and he was in Train to Busan. Park Seo-joon was in a Marvel movie. I don't know which one. I have not seen them, but he was in one of them. And then I like Park Hyung-sik, I think, is a pretty like well-known K-drama actor. 2023, he was announced as Celine's global ambassador, among several other ambassadorships that I could not list.
Celine. Yeah, we know Celine.
We know he pops the F off on that one. September 2023 is when he released his debut solo album Layover, which recorded the highest first week sales by a K-pop solo artist in history, with 2.1 million copies sold, debuted at number 2 on Billboard 200, tying with Jimin and Suga as the highest charting solo artist in Billboard chart history. Crazy. He's described as a baritone singer, with particular praise for his vocal range and husky tone. Hello!
One might say sultry.
Yeah, someone's mom might say sultry.
Yeah, baritone makes a little sense. It's usually a lower register, yeah.
I know, when I read that, I was like, okay, well, that's like what I was trying to say before when we did solo stuff, I think. But I didn't know the words properly.
Yeah.
V coined the phrase "I purple you" or "borahae" during BTS fan meeting in November 2016. Since then, purple has become the symbol of BTS and their fans. UNICEF used the phrase in their anti-bullying campaign that they did with BTS, which was also around 2017. I think I also read that campaign like basically literally just ended like within this last year. Like their whole Love Yourself campaign ran like that long.
Wow.
In 2018, Eugene Investments and Security Company Limited conducted analytical research on Google search trends relating to the K-pop industry. V ranked first on the charts as the most searched keyword in the past 5 years in South Korea.
I'm saying, I can see it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Through different random publications, he has ranked the first in top most handsome faces in 2017, again in 2024, again in 2025. He was most handsome man in the world. And then he enlisted in the military December 2023, along with RM. He served in the Elite Special Duty Team, the SDT, of the ROKA Military Police, a unit known for its competitive selection process and rigorous training. During his service, he achieved the rank of sergeant, received recognition for his performance in physical and shooting evaluations, and he was formally discharged June 10th, 2025.
Yeah, and out of all the members, he was the one that was the most, which shocked me, the most like, I am military.
It's like, so funny too, because if you look at the live that they did right before they all did, he was like, let's all do our best in there and like come out, get all jacked up while we're in there, get beefed, and like come out and like, you know, compare who got the most jacked. And everyone's like, oh, it's gonna be Jungkook or whatever. And I was like, but he like went in there and he was like, I'm about to shake you guys up.
And it was true. And like he came out and he was like, he wasn't even like, he was like, no, big, beefy, muscular, but he wasn't even like fat, but then he lost a lot of that muscle weight just to be an idol again. I was like, I was mad. I was like, let him be like, beef.
Keep it.
Muscle beefy. But anyway.
And then I had to do a little special shout out for Yeontan. And then like I didn't purposely skip anyone else's pets because all the members have like family pets and stuff, but between the actual members' personal owned animals, it's really just V with Yeontan and Jungkook with Bam. So I'm not ignoring everyone else's animals. I'm aware.
No, but he has such a very specific role in BTS too. So
Yeontan was first introduced during Jin's birthday broadcast in 2017. Since then, he became a staple in V's life, often showing up in vlogs, social media posts, and even his music videos. He had a sweet cameo in V's video for Winter Bear and was a key part of the iconography of the debut album Layover, serving as the main inspiration for the album art and accompanying visuals.
Like, yeah, it's literally Yeontan's face. So like,
yeah. I think there's some photo cards in some of the versions where he's like holding him too, so like kind of can get a Yeontan photo card.
You didn't get one of those?
No, it didn't come in the Weverse one. It's in one of his like full package ones. But interesting about his layer ones, it's not randomized. They're all the same, like the different versions. If you buy like the purple version, it's all the same stuff in there, even photo cards. So like you could just look up which one Yeontan's in and get that album, not have to risk it.
True.
Yeontan was so integral to the album that V revealed he had to get a double to act as his dog for the music video Rainy Days because he couldn't fly him to Madrid where the video was shot. Which is kind of funny because I do remember him in that video and I was like, oh, it's not even him. It's not even Yeontan. Yeontan was born with some heart conditions that V was already aware of prior to adopting him. He also underwent a few surgeries to try and correct this, but eventually he passed December 2024. And then this is just like kind of devastating, so hold on to your hats. But V is quoted as saying, "I would be grateful if you could remember Yeontan and wish for his happiness even in the stars." And then he originally lived with V and the BTS members when they all lived together, but they eventually moved him to V's parents' home for stability.
Oh, that's good.
I know. I was like, when I read that quote, I was like, yeah, I'll remember him. Shut up.
We all do, and I love that he gave him like you said, he is the cover of Layover, so like again, he's always gonna be in the lore of BTS. That's so sweet.
I know. So cute.
So how old was he then when he passed? Like, not even like 5, 6.
Yeah, I guess he got him in around the 2017 time, and then past 2024, so like 7 or 8 maybe. I know. Baby. Quick shout out to baby Yeontan.
Last but not least,
member. We got Jeon Jungkook, main vocalist, lead dancer, sub rapper, sender, matinee, all around perfect. 1997, he is INTP-T, the only one with a dash. And he has the bunny emoji, as we know. In 2011, Jungkook joined Big Hit after auditioning for the South Korean talent show Superstar K. He was not selected as a contestant, but his audition garnered offers from 7 different entertainment companies, and he chose to sign with Big Hit after seeing RM's performance as a trainee, which made him want to work with him. He fell in love with him instantly.
And he was like 15 at this time, probably?
2011, 14? To work on his dance skills in preparation for his debut, he went to LA during the summer of 2012 to receive dance training from Movement Lifestyle. In June 2012, he appeared in Jo Kwon's I'm the One music video and was a backup dancer for Glam before his debut.
Jo Kwon has a lot of...
Yeah, I know. I was like, who is this guy?
Yeah, and also had no idea that he went to LA when he was like 16 or whatever.
Took his dancing seriously. That's why he's the golden matinee. Euphoria from Love Yourself and My Time from Map the Soul are the first and second longest charting solo tracks among K-pop singers on the Billboard World Digital Song Sales Chart, having spent a record 90 and 85 weeks respectively in the ranking.
Jesus.
Yeah, he's another first king.
Okay.
February 2022, he sang the soundtrack for Seven Fates Chako, a new BTS-based webtoon. The song was titled Stay Alive and was produced by Suga. The song earned Jungkook his first solo entry into the Hot 100, where it debuted as 95th, and his first solo top 10 entry on the Billboard Global exclusive US charts at number 8. It also became the first Korean soundtrack in history to debut on the UK singles chart at number 89. Pretty good song. I've heard it. It's pretty good.
Pretty good.
In November 2022, he released the single Dreamers ahead of his performance at the opening ceremony of the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar. He headlined the event at the Al Bat Stadium, performing the song with Qatari singer Fahad Al-Kubasi. He is the first Korean artist to sing an official theme for the World Cup and perform at the opening ceremony for the event.
Hell yeah.
Another great song. And a song that I knew, because, like, I kind of, like, I dip into FIFA sometimes, like, throughout my life. So, like, I I know it's my like one sports thing that I kind of would watch sometimes, especially like around this like late 20-teens and early 2020s. I was a big France fan, alright?
France, exactly.
So I actually knew this song before, and like when I got into them later, I was like, wait, I know this. Fun. March 2023, he was announced as global ambassador for a Calvin Klein.
Best decision they ever made. As well as signing Mingyu.
Oh, like yeah, they got a lot of people like and
Mingyu too. Like it's insane.
And Mingy. Yeah, they got.
They know what's up. They know what they're doing.
They know
basically.
what they're doing. His debut solo single 7, featuring American rapper Lato, was released July 2023. It debuted as #1 on the Hot 100, the Global 200, and the Global Exclusive US charts, making him the first Korean solo act to simultaneously top all 3 charts, and the second, after Jimin, to debut atop the top Hot 100. It eventually became the fastest in history to surpass 1 billion streams on Spotify.
Yeah, because that song's insane. Okay, the song is actually insane. That's probably one of the reasons. Because you're like, did he actually just sing that? So,
yeah.
But I also again remember that's how big the song was too. Before BTS anything, I remember hearing the song, not knowing who it was, but I knew the song when we started getting into it. I was like, oh, I know the song. So
he's branching. He's getting to the people. His second solo single, which was 3D, featuring Jack Harlow, was released in September 2023, debuted as number 5 on the Hot 100 and the UK singles chart, making him the first Korean solo act to earn 2 top 5 singles on there. The collaboration single Too Much with Kid Laroi and Central C. Leroy? I don't know. I know the name, but I've never said it out loud. Too Much with Kid... I already forgot. Leroy? Okay.
Leroy.
Kid Laroi and Central C followed in October 2023. Too Much debuted at number 10 on the UK chart, making him the first Korean solo artist to achieve 3 top 10 singles in UK chart history.
Yeah, insane.
His debut solo album, Golden, and his third single, Standing Next to You, were released on November 3rd, 2023. Golden set new all-time opening day and opening week sales with over 2.1 and 2.4 million copies sold, respectively.
Bonkers.
First album by a South Korean solo artist to surpass 2.5 million sales. In the US, it debuted at number 2 on the Billboard 200, making him one of the highest charting South Korean solo artists in Billboard chart history. The first to sell over 200,000 copies within a week. In 2019, a survey conducted by Gallup Korea, Jungkook ranked as 3rd most loved celebrity of the year in South Korea. He placed first for 10 consecutive weeks on magazine Hi China's list of the most beloved celebrities in China in 2018. He was the most searched male K-pop idol on Google in the first half of 2019, topping the chart again in the following year, and the most searched K-pop idol on YouTube in 2019 and 2022. On Tumblr, he ranked first on the top K-pop stars list for 3 consecutive years. On Twitter, his tweets were the most retweeted of 2018 in South Korea and 2019 globally, and second most retweeted in 2020 globally. It's kind of fascinating because now he has like no social media presence. And like back then, people were just like, I can't get enough of this guy. He also set all-time records for the most real-time live stream viewers in VLive history twice, the first in October 2018 with 3.7 million viewers, and again in March 2021 with 22 million viewers.
That is a jump.
Yeah.
22 million people watching you live, that's insane.
Like, how does a platform even sustain that amount of users?
Yeah,
I don't understand.
Like, they must have clearly crazy servers.
They just shut down the whole company and routed everything to Jungkook's live stream. They were like, get this thing going.
Well, yeah, true.
Oh, crazy. He earned the nickname Sold Out King from media outlets because items that he is often seen using sell out really quickly. In June 2021, a lawmaker of the Justice Party used photos of Jungkook to promote the legalization of tattoos in Korea, which has just passed.
That's so exciting.
I don't think I put it in here, so I don't know all the details, but now you don't have to be a licensed medical professional to tattoo in South Korea anymore. You can just be a tattoo artist.
Finally.
At the time, the posts were actually condemned by netizens who claimed the lawmaker accused him of taking advantage of Jungkook's fame for political purposes. But like, I mean, it's for a good cause, right?
Yeah.
The same year, images of Jungkook were posted by a mayor of a town in the Philippines to convince citizens to receive the COVID-19 vaccination.
I mean,
yeah,
hey,
he's changing the world. Whatever gets people to do it. 2024, he ranked 9th on Forbes Korea Power Celebrity 40, which I think, I just said it, but I think Jimin was 7th. He was named the biggest K-pop musician in America as he ranked 1st on the inaugural Billboard K-pop Artists 100 list. He enlisted December 12th, 2023, with Jimin. He served as a military cook, a physically demanding role requiring long hours and dedication. Despite the role's challenges, he earned the respect for his humility and commitment, culminating in a promotion to sergeant by March 2025, and he was discharged June 2025.
I don't think I knew that he was the cook. I don't think I ever knew that. Interesting.
I think I had,
that's rough.
Yeah. I think I had heard it at some point, but
that's insane.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, long hours. Okay, here we go.
And then again, like, because he's like literally Jungkook's dog, I pulled a little shout out to Bam. And he was officially introduced in BTS in the Soup season 2, which I still started watching. Basically, Bam was the runt of the litter. He also seems to have a weak immune system, I guess. I did watch a video of him talking about it, but it wasn't like super clear. But it has something to do with like a weak immune system and a weak hip/back.
Bad hip, yeah.
He ended up finding a specific dog care center where Bam basically stays while he's away, and I think kind of like lives there now. He said Bam doesn't really have separation anxiety and likes people at the facility. I actually found the video to be a good test in humility, because Jungkook basically fully admitted that like he did not know what it took to take care of a dog, and like he put his best effort into making sure that he could find people and a place where Bam could live and be taken care of properly.
That's great, yeah.
And he said he wished people would consider like what it really takes to take care of a dog, unlike what he did, but that he was able to at least find a place to properly care for him. So I guess, and like from what I understand, Bam basically lives in this place, which is like a specialized care for dogs or whatever, but he gets to like take him out. Like he like comes home for he gets like weekends or whatever. It's like a divorced couple kind of thing, and like take Bam for like a week or whatever. And in the soup, he like does like everything. He like brushes his teeth, he washes his like feet, like he has like specific routines for him and like all stuff. Like he really did like actually learn how to like do it, which is great. And the video, the only other thing I saw is I watched this video, it all came about because somebody literally asked him if he abandoned Bam. And he was like, I did not abandon my dog, okay? I was just taking better care of him. And I was like, come on. Give the guy a break. And he looked so sad. He was like, obviously I didn't abandon him. Like, why would you even say that?
Yeah, now that you say it, I think I know it was like a live, right?
Yeah.
When he was talking about it. Yeah, he was so sad talking about Bam in that moment. Leave him alone.
I know, he's doing his best. He didn't realize, and he learned from his mistakes.
Yeah, and I think that's great for him to be so open and talk about that, because a lot of people do just get dogs and just give them away like nothing.
Yeah, especially if you have like a big fan base like that. I could have seen maybe fans being like, oh, I want the same dog as him. And he's like, you gotta like think about this, okay? Think this over.
Well, and I didn't know that too, and I thought that too, because the type of dog Bam is, I think he's a Doberman, it looks like. very high energy dog, so
Well, yeah, that was his other thing too, where he was like, he needs like the space to run and stuff like that, and like can't really, or you're not really supposed to have them on like concrete running, and like they need like the grass and stuff like that. So, look, he learned, and he's doing his best. He's got Bam in care, happy.
exactly, that's all you can ask for.
That's all the members. A little look back on our journey with BTS. Just fun to think that back in episode 3 we were discussing the dead Jin theory.
That's so
I know. There's not much to follow up on it, but like it was a good time.
so early on. Yeah.
Episode 8 was when we went through and ranked the BTS solos. At the time, I had said Suga, J-Hope, V, JK, RM, Jimin, and Jin. You had said Suga, RM, J-Hope, JK, Jimin, Jin, and V. I thought it was very interesting because my list like totally changed. Like I think we even said this in the episode where I was like, I'm pretty sure next week I'll have like different ones. Suga's still at the top, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I ranked mine Suga, Jimin, Jin, V, RM, JK, and J-Hope was like last for me now. Which I was like, this is so crazy. It was only because I'm like, I'm on like a big Jimin kick right now. So like I'm listening to his albums like all the time right now.
Fair.
And with Jin's Echo, like, come on.
Yeah. Like, I'm looking at my list here. You put my list. I had Suga, RM, J-Hope, JK, Jimin, Jin, V. I think it's pretty much the same, but Jin definitely is higher now. I don't know where. Maybe above JK. Maybe. I don't know. And J-Hope jumped up a lot for me too. I don't know. That's crazy.
Yeah, I know. Mine like got totally like flipped around. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then, well, we kind of touched on it in the last episode, but in episode 39 recently, we recapped and rediscovered our real biases and bias lines for BTS, but even that's changed since then. But like for me, still pretty accurate. Got my alt as Suga and my line as JK, Jimin, and RM.
Yeah, mine just flipped. I messed it up. I got confused by Jin, but no, we talked about it last episode.
Yeah.
RM for life, Jin is bias record, okay?
And then I thought we should do like our favorite songs, but like it's literally impossible. So I thought maybe top albums instead. So like I think my favorite albums are Love Yourself, Answer, School Love Affair, and Most Beautiful Moment in Life, Young Forever.
Yeah,
Because like I listed like 30 songs on here before I was like, okay, this is insane.
it's tough because I would say when I think favorite song for BTS, like off the top of my head, it always comes up Idol, just because I feel like for me that song was the first song that like hit me at a different level, and then also I Need You because that was the first one that I like came in and I was like, oh this is crazy. And then there's just so many good albums too, but maybe Love Yourself, Answer, You'll Never Walk Alone. Map of the Soul 7 is pretty good too. I mean, literally every album.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely say Love Yourself, Answer. Oh, Wings is so good too.
Yeah.
Love Yourself, Answer, You'll Never Walk Alone. Okay, I'm locking that in. Okay.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know, putting a couple albums, I guess, because this is crazy. So no favorite songs, but they're all good.
I know.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, there's no way to.
Oh, you're not okay. Oh, fair. Yeah, true. Like you can say any song. I'm like, yeah, that's a great song.
I know, so because I really do like I like Ampan Man a lot, and Idol and Mic Drop and Airplane Part 2 are all from Love Yourself, Answer, and I was like, okay, these are all bangers. And then I was like, well, I don't really like some of these old ones, like their debut songs, great. Like No More Dream and We Are Bulletproof, and like their ciphers are really good. Like I like the the bops like Run BTS and Blood Sweat Tears, Boy in Love. Like these are almost like there's just way too many.
Too many, way too many.
I was like trying to see what is the majority of these albums are from, but even that was impossible.
True.
So there you go.
That's it, guys. Whoa, BTS, we did it, everybody. Whoa. I mean, I learned a lot.
I mean, I learned a
assuming you
lot,
did
yeah,
too on
going
your
through
journey.
everything. I was like, okay, this is interesting. A lot of interesting stuff there. They obviously broke the industry wide open, so for a reason.
And like, even what we just said, like, it's hard to decipher like a favorite stuff. Like other artists, I could probably oh yeah, this was my favorite.
Yeah.
Whatever this, like, it's all so consistently good. It's insane.
Let us know what fun fact you learned. Who's your bias? What's your favorite album?
What's your favorite song?
What'd you think of the episode? Who's your favorite BT21?
Yeah. And yeah, so coming up, we have some, like, we're getting into Christmas time, so we're gonna have some fun stuff coming up, like a Spotify rap reveal, maybe a Christmas episode, some other fun stuff. So stay tuned for the future, and as always, we'll catch you on the flip.